Hi, today I'm going to explain about how we can develop the LWC in the local environment. So far, if you want to see the preview or if you want to see how the LWC component is working, we need to develop in the VS Code, and after that, we need to deploy to um, Salesforce. So once we log into Salesforce, then only we can see the preview for the LWC and test it. But Salesforce, they introduced one of the new feature, which is in beta. Okay, so I'm going to share about that. With this feature, directly we can develop the LWC in VS Code, and without deploying to Salesforce, we can test in our local development environment. You can see the preview, and you can test it. Once after satisfying with the results, you can deploy to Salesforce. So let's see how we can do that. Since it is a new feature, before using that, we have to make sure to install the latest version of the Salesforce CLI. And after that, we need to install the local development server. So for that, we need to execute this command in the SFDX command line. And so after installing, to start the server, either we can use the command palette or we can execute the command. If we are going with the command palette, we need to select this option, start local development server. Or if you are going to execute the command, this is the command we need to execute. And so otherwise we can also stop this. To stop the server, we can also execute this in command palette. We can execute this option. So let me show you practically how it works. I'm opening VS Code, and here, first of all, make sure to update your version. So here I'm going to type SFDX update, enter, so that if it is not updated, if your version is not the updated version, it will update the Salesforce CLI version. So once after updating, make sure to install the local development server. In my case, already I have installed. So you need to execute this command. Sorry, so you need to execute this command to install that. So execute so that the local server will be installed. So in my case, since already it is installed, so again it will try to reinstall. So once after installing this, we can start it. If you don't want to execute the commands, we can use the command palette. So it is installed successfully. To execute in the command palette, press F1. You see the command palette, search for local development. You see three options. Start means it will start the server. Okay, so open means if you did not open in the browser, it will open that. Stop means somehow if you don't want to continue developing, you can stop the server. So these are the three options. So I'm going to show with this option, start local development. Select that so that it will start the server. This is the local development server. Here you can see all the Lightning Web components which are in my project. We see these are the components available in my project. You can select one of this Lightning Web component and see the preview. I'm selecting this contact. So one of the LWC component. So somehow I think this is not developed. So I'm just opening one more LWC component. And if you see here, this is the preview for that. We can fill some information. I'm just filling some information. And you can save it. After saving, it is showing the result here. So in such a way, so based on the functionality, we can test our functionality locally here. Once after satisfying with the results, finally we can deploy to Salesforce. So this is the process how we can use. And also, if you want to stop the server, you can press again F1 and stop local development server, so that it will stop the server. And also, if you want to see the preview for a particular Lightning Web component, you can open that component and you can just right click, and here you see one option, preview component locally. Select that. And so that it will show the preview for that particular component. And also to see this preview, so make sure to stop the server, because already if the server is running and again if you try to see the preview, it will throw the error. So if you observe, I stopped the server and again I'm trying to see the preview. Okay, so these are some options. So I believe so you can also see the documentation for more updates. At present it is in beta. So some of you, if you are not aware of this, it will be useful for you. Thank you for watching.